Hello guys, it's Shark21 bringing some more Dragon Age Inquisition. Now I went ahead and did some of the upgrade stuff, sold some of the shit, blah blah blah. I think for this episode what I'm going to do is more or less just go around talking to people. And assuming we don't get any more side quests from them or anything, I want to see about progressing further into the story. So, first thing we're going to do is check out the war room, get things going there, so that of course, if anything minor I can get done quicker.
My miners are...
Hopefully. So let's see. Hoping this doesn't put me in some weird cutscene or some shenanigans like that. Doesn't look right. It's going to though. Oh yeah, but yeah, the other reason I want to do this is because we do have a new perk. And we're going to do this.
Still comb the hills for clues about the explosion.
Uh-huh.
I'll take what I can find.
Sure. This should offer up, I think, just about all the dialogue options, so we'll go ahead and do that. Boom. Done. Let's see, what do we have here? Improve stability. What is this? The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Fade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Theatus. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem. Sounds like a good cause. Let's see, so... Wow, why can she get it done so much faster? Hold on. Let's see, with Colin, our soldiers can do sweeps of areas formerly containing Fade Rifts and eliminating demons, or with Josephine, local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them for assistance. I think I like this a lot because this gets our allies more involved. They're not just relying on us solely. You know, not just the fact that it's about 20 minutes shorter, but
At your service.
I think it would be a great aid, period. Okay, so let's see here. Hard Hightown 3, Barracks Revenge completed. My dear Liana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antigua to Defensor to the free marches in Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writers in Kirkwall, remember, you owe me a favor. Cool. So, wait. Or did I... Oh. Oh, my bad. Whoops, sorry. I thought I was writing that one there. Never mind. Answer a request from Hasmo? Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmo's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath. But our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. As most people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Knight Commander Bryce. Oh, hell yes. Say with Liliana, hostility toward mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. Okay, with Cullen, we have a few Templars of our own. Hosmo's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage for the mages. Sure.
All right.
More allies, the better. So let's see. Let's jump over to Orlais real quick. I think there were a couple things I wanted Cullen to do. Let's see. This one only Liliana could do, and yeah, we'll come back when we've actually got something there. What about this? 54, 39, 51. What the hell? Okay, we'll just wait on those. Choose success. Okay, this one I think was one where we might have wanted. Damn, Colin's away. I just sent him away. Alright. Shit. Whatever. We're happy. I'm happy with that right now. So that's what we'll stick with. Anyway, like I said, we'll be talking to our people for most of this, seeing what's going on. So to start off, let's see what Josephine's up to.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Nice. Scene one. Never the Chantry's competent. Well, sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidated. Yeah.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group scrambling for answers.
That must be its strength again. The Chants did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Let's see.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
We'll try flirt with her some more, because I do like Josephine.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Orlesian politics, Lady Montillier?
Well, that is, really, you give me two.
We're getting her.
While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the
Oh, crap.
If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Ooh. I don't like this.
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
You see, I don't know. Because with this, it's like, then the Chantry's going to have fuel to use against me one way or another. If I say I'm not holy, then they'll tell everyone that I'm not, and that I said I'm not, so we could lose people that way. Although, you know, if I keep claiming that I am, but it turns out, oh, this wasn't Andraste, of course, it's backlash horribly. But I'm going to keep going with this, that I don't claim to be, because I personally don't. I mean, while yes, I really don't know. It's more of I'd rather not lie to people. So
I'll tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply.
damn it. Well,
A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
okay. Yeah, guess I should figure they might not accept that. But
Please tell me if you find something.
all right, just you got anything else to talk about, girl?
Good day to you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. Chess, cards, dice, little boards with carved idols from Tevinter. She made me play that with her for 8 hours once. Steer her towards cards if she insists on a match.
Yikes, 8 hours.
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Well, anyone really. Whoa. Oh, okay, so this is where I can ask her about my people.
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
It does sound like Bull, doesn't it?
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations.
Unfortunately.
Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
Okay.
You must have an opinion of Dorian.
Who hasn't? The man could cause a scene standing quietly in the center of an empty room. Still, I do believe he has your best interests at heart, for all that he delights in mocking them from time to time.
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief is discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Alright.
Another time.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's talk to Mother Giselle here, see if she's got anything new for us.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages.
Of course.
It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed.
Good.
Some of them are returning to the lives they fled. Others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Cool.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help,
Okay.
starvation... Village people have...
I've already heard that
Oh, but
before.
that I cannot say.
Farewell.
Make her go.
Alright, so culinary return, that's good.
Magic exists.
See if Vivian's got anything new for us. Oh, yep. Bit of cutscene here.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as
Greatly
allies,
disapproves,
we
great.
must be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Huh. See, I don't think it's a bad idea getting more trained, but I honestly do think it's a good idea. I do.
The last thing we need are abominations running amok.
I knew you would have a proper grasp of the situation. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
Sure. I'm not as... No, I'm very confident. Pretty sure she does trust mages. She's just very aware of what threat they possess. We'll ask her this, I guess. This is, I'm pretty sure that's how that's going to go with, oh, no, I know, blah, blah, blah. It seems kind of neutral.
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear.
Yeah.
Every mage who joins the cause is taking a calculated risk, whether they know it or not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
So there's our solution. This. Huh. I do agree. I mean, it's like I don't agree fully that magic should be like I don't know, chained up exactly, but I mean, I do agree that of course, we've seen in the past Dragon Ages where magic goes out of control. Where either blood magic or abominations start going up, so...
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something.
What?
You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Oof. You see, I don't know. It's hard. Like, with that, I'm not so keen on... Because with Tevinter, we see it and it works and it doesn't, of course. With the circles, again, it works and it doesn't. But with this, with that, I think that actually be good. Because guess what? You get mages in the Chantry and people might see them in a whole different way and might almost relax them.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes.
Doesn't it?
It's something to consider, my dear.
Damn, I got like all my points back there, I think. Because we started with a greatly disapproves, so we got a slightly approves, greatly. BAM!
Yes?
Kicking ass. Nah, nothing new there. Okay. Real quick, let's get Cullen, back on something else. Just because I don't like the idea of my agents being freed up and not doing something if they can, especially when I'm trying to put a specific agent aside for a mission. Reldon, here, Commander Cullen, your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trust Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Hosmel's circle is stable, and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of the unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. Knight Commander Brigand. We got some influence. Sweet. I like that. What is this? Upon the Waking Sea? Okay, yeah, this is one I wanted Cullen on. For sure. Yada. Force and occupy the island. Enough time to quite search the islands. So wait, what was this again? Finding out more secrets, pointing out it's quite large and covered in dense wilderness. So searching it will be a full process. According to the ruins, however. Huh. I don't know. Actually, I might want Liliana here now that I think about it, because her going in stealthily. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what we have.
Let's also jump over here to Orlais. And I liked this because I remember this mission. There was 3, one that we could manipulate, this military one, and some other third that was kind of useless. I like getting this guy, though, because if going by what Colin says here, where if we remove him, we might recruit him ourselves, it just seems smart. Because I'd rather have strong military leaders in our ranks than as a political rival. And as for the other two, well, the other one, we could decide the fate of the other, so we'll do that.
Work?
Yes. Okay, cool. So everyone's got their duties. We'll go check in with our people, the rest of them, and see what's going on. Woohoo! More influence. Always good stuff. So let's check in on Liliana over here. Whoa, stutter.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Oh.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Well, technically you never did it, but it's that weird time paradox thing.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle
Ooh.
and resumed his duties as lord.
Cool.
The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Well, yeah.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
Yeah, I mean, that was expected one way or another. That, of course, joining one faction or another is going to get others thinking one way or another to us. It's just unavoidable. It's going to happen. Alright, Dorian, how are you, Mustachio?
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Hallam Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
I take it you don't agree?
On the contrary, I approve. Heartily.
What?
I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
No, we don't want to flirt with them.
What would be wrong with that exactly?
Nothing, at first. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Can I help you, ma'am? Hold on. I wanna... There we go.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
I wonder if he is in the cells. I think I went looking down there to see if he was, but I don't recall seeing him. We'll take another look later.
Did you know we're actually related, Inquisitor?
What?
Related? Oh, not first cousins or anything like that. Can you imagine? You're a Trevelyan, however, and somewhere in dank nethers of my family tree, there was also a...
Oh, you mean like way back?
Perhaps he was even the one who ventured to Ostwick to establish the branch. We are talking long ago, of course.
You know that off the top of your head.
Not the top. Maybe the lower middle or thereabout. Bloodlines are serious business interventions. You're taught lessons and tested by strict nannies. I heard your family mentioned, and I had to go through all the old mnemonics, but yes, there it is. I knew there was a reason we looked so much alike.
I learn something new every day.
Nice, isn't it? Like being at a quality library, provided you're not the one stocking the shelves.
Yeah.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
Yeah, that too.
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Huh, okay.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see.
What do you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Huh.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Well, it was other options, so.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness.
Cows.
All right, that one's actually true, but the
What?
cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
The cows.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?